here's some other food for thought. From as early as our mid-40s, our memory can begin to decline. But there are ways that we can help prevent the problem, and it can be as simple as choosing the right foods for your age.
A groundbreaking Australian study is calling for age-specific dietary guidelines to reduce the risk of memory loss, revealing how our nutritional needs evolve as we get older. Nutritionist Sarah de Lorenzo joins us this morning. Sarah, good morning.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Mon.
Dementia is actually the leading cause of death in women and the second leading cause of death of all Australians. Those figures are really difficult to wrap your head around. Can we really keep our minds sharp by eating well?
Yeah, definitely. So that interesting study that you spoke about had 139,000 participants, and what it clearly demonstrated was certain food groups actually affected our memory status. But it went a bit further with its findings to actually show that certain food groups affected our memory status based on age 45 and up on different sections as we age. But yes, definitely, what we eat has a massive impact on our memory. We know that through this study and many other global studies.
OK, so we know that our memory starts declining in our mid-40s. What should we be focusing on?
OK, so the big focus food-wise is to bring into protein into your diet. So people kind of think, why would you be focusing on protein? Having it 3 times a day. So on the first podium, I've got a mixture of plant and animal-based proteins. Protein is extremely important for to optimise our brain power because we have neurons in our brains that actually communicate via proteins. Studies also show that people with a high protein diet will have a lower incidence of Alzheimer's disease, which is memory loss is a precursor to that. And not only that, with protein, as we age, and no one can escape this, it's called sarcopenia, it's muscle loss. So instead of being like bone, muscle, fat, we actually become like Wagyu when we age. And it's, well, no one can hide from that. But the more protein you have, the better quality of your muscle, the lower your chances of getting memory loss, because memory loss can be associated with muscle loss too. So protein 3 times a day, 0.8 of a gram per kilo of body weight to know your optimum amount of protein.
Good advice. Sarah, when we hit our 60s, it's all about vegetables, especially the greens. This looks delicious.
So when we hit our 60s, it's interesting. When people get into their 60s, they...
What, did I sound facetious?
It didn't escape us.
For some reason you did. I don't know why, Matt. Anyway, for some reason, people kind of get into the very much mashed potatoes, peas and corn. But we know 1 to 3 cups a day, closer to 3 cups a day of greens, is extremely important for memory loss. There are 3 factors that come into play. Greens are high in vitamin K. Vitamin K regulates calcium in our brain. Greens are also really high in folate, which is one of our B vitamins, but folic acid is actually prescribed to people with cognitive impairment, memory loss, when they have that already presenting anyway. So it's really important as well. Beta-carotene can be found, which colours the pigment that colours, found in our greens too, to keep our memories sharp.
And we know in our 80s the study showed that we should be having lots of cereals. What can we all be doing at home? In our last podium there, you've got a bunch of things that look delicious.
Yes, OK, so cereals are really important. That was clearly highlighted in that. So what I've done here is I've done a do-it-your-home granola. So this is my recipe.
It looks so good.
It's so good. It's so easy to make, and anyone can do it. And the reason why I want to encourage people to do their own granola is basically because a lot of the ones you can buy do have added sugars, and a lot of older people might not be able to interpret that. But it's just one of those things where you combine the ingredients and you bake it for about 15 minutes, and it will last up to 4 weeks.
What's going on
you
with
can
this
see the recipe
smoothie
there.
here? This looks a bit...
OK, so this is...
Granola looks good.
Can I have a little try of this, whatever's going on here?
So this is my memory... You're going to remember everything after this, Matt. This is my memory-boosting smoothie.
So that's not... No, really?
Yeah, it is. So the ingredients
delicious.
all have a key role in basically bringing in enhancing memory. Just things like I've got protein powder in there, I've got a banana in there, which has got your B6s, of course mint, which is known to be really sharp for memory, as well as blueberries, giving it that colour, which are fantastic also
and that
for
granola
memory.
Is so yummy, and it looks really easy. I looked at the recipe.
Yeah, the recipe, it's so easy to do.
We're going to put all the details on our website.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.